Let's just come in a sitting, comfortable seated position. Sorry, I can't speak right now. We're gonna come into Sukhasana, easy seating pose, which is just where you're sitting and chilling and relaxing. Okay. Is everyone there? I'm gonna make sure everybody's in their spot so Joanna's still getting situated. She doesn't know where she's at right now. There she is. Okay. All right, so we're starting off in Sukhasana, easy pose. You can bring the hands to your knees, let them sit comfortably. And I invite you to take a minute to close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. We're just gonna start to calm the mind down. I know we just did an intense workout and I'm sure you've had other things going on throughout our day. So we're gonna take this moment to just release all of those things and be truly present here for the next about 45 minutes. And all of our worries just drift off of us. And be really in tune to this moment. I would like you to start to bring awareness into your surroundings, picking up on any of the noises you hear, any smells, maybe even the temperature in the room. What does it feel like against your skin? Now start to shift your awareness to your body. Doing a quick body scan, we're gonna start from the crown of the head, scanning all the way down through the face, through the neck, through the shoulders. As you scan down, notice if you're holding on to any tension or if there's any pain inside of your body. Again, we're not trying to change anything. We're just bringing awareness to what our body's feeling right now. Taking this time out of our day to really check in with ourselves. We scan all the way down through our legs, through your feet, feeling your body sitting against the ground beneath you. Now begin to shift your awareness to your breath, feeling your chest rise and fall with each inhalation and exhalation. Take a few minutes to really tune into your breathing and check in and see what it's doing right now. Again, we're not controlling anything, we're just checking in. See if you're breathing more through your belly or through your chest. If you feel your breath going more through your chest, try to transfer it down into your belly, doing deep, deep belly breathings. As you exhale, your belly is getting pulled into the spine. As you inhale, you feel the belly expand. Now start to connect to your Ujjayi breath. To find our Ujjayi breath, we're going to say the word sa as we inhale with our mouth closed. Our tongue is at the roof of our mouth. And then as you exhale, you'll be saying ha. So the words are sa as you inhale and ha as you exhale. One more time. This time as you ha, you're going to close your lips and still say ha. So when you say ha, you'll feel the breath come up the roof, the top of the mouth. You'll really be in tune with it. So we're going to be using that deep Ujjayi breath to create heat in our body and to really connect deeper into all of our movements and our poses today. A couple more breaths here. Listening to your breathing. Good. Now, if your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them up. Bringing our hands to the ground, we're going to go into a tabletop position. Just doing a few cat-cows here, start to waken up the body. Inhale as you look up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the belly into spine. Again, hearing our Ujjayi breath. Inhale, look up. And exhale. One last time, inhaling as you look up. And exhaling. Good, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes under and come back into our downward facing dog. We're gonna hold here in downward facing dog just for 3 breaths. Momentarily, you can even come up on the tiptoes, bend the knees, really rooting up the thigh bone up to the sky. Taking a big inhale here. And as you exhale, we can try to drive the heels back down closer to the mat. Once again, taking a bend in the knees. Spine is long and straight from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Take a big inhale in. And as you exhale, driving the heels back down. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. When you have reached your 3rd personal breath, coming up on the tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or float the feet up. You're going to inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to 4 fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. We're gonna do a few sun salutations here. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, taking it back into a plank pose. Now from here, you can stay in your plank and move all the way down through chaturanga, or you can drop down to your knees first, and then keeping the elbows locked in, lower down to the chest. From here, you can untuck your toes, move into a cobra, squeezing the glutes, just lifting the chest up, or you can come all the way into upward facing dog, which will be squeezing the glutes and getting the quads off of the ground. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, pressing through the hands, tuck the toes back under and press back to your downward facing dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. Your feet should be about hip width distance apart. Good, coming back on the tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or float your feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, 4 fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, take it through your flow, which is either down to your knees or all the way down through chaturanga, cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale, pressing back to downward facing dog. Hold once again for 3 breaths. So we're really just warming up the body here, connecting our breath to our movement. So our breath should always be coming first before our movement. Our breath is leading us through all of our poses and all of our flows. Whenever you've reached your 3rd personal breath, coming back up on the tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or jump your feet up. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, 4 fold. Inhale, arms up. We're gonna add on. Exhale, 4 fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, take it through a flow. At any time you want to skip a flow, please feel free to do so. And you can just meet in downward facing dog. Hold for 3 breaths. When you've reached your 3rd breath, we're going to be moving into our warrior series. So keeping your left foot planted, inhale the right leg up to the sky. And exhale your right foot forward in between your hands, planting the right foot, coming up into crescent lunge, arms come up overhead. You're on the ball of your back foot. Holding here for 3 breaths. Take another big inhale in. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Now in warrior two, we're checking our stance, making sure our knee is going out towards our fourth toe. The back blade of the foot should be parallel to the back of your mat. Shoulders are drawn away from the ears. Gaze is forward. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper, and then hold for 3 breaths. Take another big inhale in, and exhale. Inhale, flip, come back up. Oops, sorry, rotate on the back of your foot, back to crutch and lunge. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward, planting the hands. Taking it through a flow if you wish, or meeting in downward facing dog. Keeping the right foot planted this time. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. And exhale, bring it through crescent lunge on this side. Back leg is straight, chest is lifted tall. Hold for 3 breaths. Take another big inhale in. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Checking our warrior two stance, making sure everything's aligned. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper, and then hold for 3 breaths. Then when you've reached your 3rd breath, begin to rotate on the ball of the back foot, coming back to crescent lunge. 1 inhale in, and on the exhale, bring the hands back to the mat, taking it through a flow if you wish, or skipping, and then meeting back in downward facing dog. Hold for 3. Checking in with your Ujjayi breath. You should be able to hear your breathing. When you've reached your 3rd breath, coming back on the tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or float the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands, take it through a flow or meet it in downward facing dog. Only holding here momentarily as we inhale the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, right leg through, coming back to crescent lunge for 1 breath. Take a big inhale in. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, begin to reach with your right hand. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Flip your palm up. A nice stretch on the right side of your body. Let me take a little bind here, but making sure we don't place too much weight on our left leg. Looking up to the sky, hold for 3 breaths. When you've reached your 3rd breath, coming back into warrior two, back into your crescent lunge, and exhaling down, planting the hands, taking it through a flow, or coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right or left leg up to the sky this time. And exhale, left leg all the way through, crescent lunge on this side for 1 breath. Inhale, exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale as you reach with your left hand, and exhale, reverse your warrior on the other side. Hold for 3. When you've reached your 3rd breath, you're going to take a big inhale. As you exhale, come back to warrior two, back into crescent lunge. And exhale, take it through a flow, or medium downward facing dog for 3 deep breaths here. This is our resting pose. We'll hold and deepen our downward facing dog a little more every time we hit this pose.
When you reach your third breath, coming back up on the tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk or float the feet up. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it through a flow, or you can skip it, coming in downward facing dog. Keeping the left foot planted, inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring the right leg forward, coming into crescent lunge, inhale. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Begin to reach with your right hand, inhale. As you exhale, reverse your warrior, one breath here. And then exhale back into warrior two. Straighten out your right leg. Begin to reach with your right hand. We can reach no further. Exhale, come down into a triangle pose. So here, if you have any props, you're welcome to use a yoga block. But the key is we're trying to keep our shoulder, our rib cage, and the top part of our hip peeled back. So if you feel that your hips are dumping, you need to move your arm up. Hold for 3 breaths. Take another big inhale in. Start to come up, going back into reverse warrior. Or excuse me, sorry, back into warrior two. Momentarily back to reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Crescent lunge, inhale. And exhale, planting the hands down, taking it through a flow or medium downward facing dog. This time, keeping our right foot planted, inhale, left leg up to the sky. And exhale, plant the left foot forward with power, bring the arms up, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two. Begin to reach with the left hand, reverse your warrior. And exhale, warrior two once again. Straighten out the left leg, begin to reach with your left hand, planting the left hand on either a block, your shin, or the ground, wherever you can go, with keeping everything aligned and filled back. Right arm is extended up. Hold for 3 breaths. The big inhales, you exhale, come back into warrior two. Begin to reach with the left hand, reverse your warrior, inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Coming back into crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale the hands down, take it through a flow or knee back and downward facing dog. Hold for 3 breaths. Feeling our downward facing dog getting stronger every time we come back to this pose. Good. One more add-on through this series. So we'll come back up on tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, jump or walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, take it through a flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, right leg all the way through. Crescent lunge on this side. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, reach for the right hand. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Begin to exhale as you lower back to warrior two. Straighten out the right leg, reach with the right hand, going into triangle pose on this side. Good, only momentarily, coming back to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Back into warrior two. Coming into crescent lunge. And then we're gonna move into warrior three. So have your steady foundation here, your steady base. Begin to shift your weight into your front leg, hinging at the hips, arms come back behind you. We're gonna go into a Superman first.
So back leg lifts up, parallel to the ground, flexing your left foot, pressing the wall away from you. Finding balance, finding stability, working on squaring our hips towards the ground, pointing the toe. Once you find your stability and you feel comfortable and confident, start to bring your arms out in front of you, holding for warrior 3. Good. Begin to bend the right leg, releasing the ball of your left foot back down, coming to crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up and exhale, planting the hands down, taking it through a flow, or just meeting in downward facing dog. This time, left foot inhales up. Exhale, bring the left leg all the way forward, coming into crescent lunge on this side. And exhale, open up to warrior 2. Good. Now begin to reach, going into reverse warrior. Inhale, as you exhale, come back into warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, reach with your left hand, releasing it down, triangle pose on this side, just for a breath. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, come back to warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Warrior 2 once again. Rotating on the ball of the foot, coming back to crescent lunge. And then again, bringing the arms behind you, hinging at the hips, shifting your weight to the left side this time. As we come up on our left foot is grounded beneath us. Begin to bring the right leg up parallel to the ground. Once again, working on fighting our hips towards the ground, squaring them a little bit more. Your hips are going to rotate out just slightly. Begin to bring the arms out in front once you find your stability for warrior 3. Then begin to bend the left leg, releasing the right leg back down to the ball of the foot. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, release the hands down, taking it through a flow if you wish. And meeting in downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Coming back up on our tiptoes, bend the knees, look between the hands, walk and float the feet up. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. This time we're going to exhale and hold in Tadasana, mountain pose. Now holding here in mountain pose, I'm going to face you all. We're going to go into a few balancing postures. So we're just going to go into tree pose. Begin to shift your weight into the right side of your body. You can place the left foot on either your ankle or your calf, making sure you're not putting too much weight on this leg with the foot. If you feel confident or comfortable in this pose, you can even bring your left foot all the way up to the inner thigh. Wherever you're at with balance and stability is totally fine. We're going to bring our hands to our hearts. If you find your balance here, you can start to bring your hands up. And then once you find your balance, you're just going to hold for 3 breaths. Feeling your foot and your ankle, work on stabilizing your whole body as a whole do up here. Slowly begin to bring your hands back to your heart. You can release the left foot down, hold momentarily in Tadasana for 1 breath. And then switch sides, bringing the right foot to either your ankle or the inside of your thigh. Hands come to prayer. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands up all the way. And holding for 3 deep Ujjayi breaths, and check back in with yourself. Make sure you're using that breath. Okay, bringing the hands back to prayer if they're not already. And then you can release the right foot down. Once again, holding momentarily. into Tadasana or Tadasana for one breath. See. All right, we're gonna go into dancer pose. So begin to shift your weight once again over to the right side. Your right arm is gonna extend up, your left arm is gonna extend back. You can reach for your left foot or your ankle, wherever your body will allow you to go. Now this may be enough for you, but if you're capable to, if your body allows you to do this, find a focal point on the ground, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, begin to hinge at the hips, pressing the foot into the hand away from you. And then whenever your body tells you it can't go any further, doesn't want to, just respect that and hold it for 3 breaths. When you've reached your 3rd personal breath, you can just slowly come back to your neutral position here, releasing the left foot down, holding momentarily, taking one deeper breath in, and then shifting side. So coming back to our left side, left arm is going to extend up, right hand is going to come back, reaching for the foot or the ankle. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, hinging forward on this side. And then allowing your body to go as far as it wants to go. We're pushing ourselves a little bit beyond our discomfort, but not into a position where we could get hurt. So we're listening to our body, we're staying in tune to the messages it's telling us. Whenever you've reached your 3rd personal breath, releasing the right leg back down. And taking a breath in mountain pose once again. Okay, we're gonna go through our last sun salutation and then go into some groundwork. So still being at the front of our mats, take a big inhale, arms come overhead, and exhale, 4 fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, take it through a flow if you wish, and come into downward facing dog. Keeping our left foot planted, inhale, right leg up to the sky. And exhale, we're gonna go into pigeon pose. So coming into almost a figure 4 position here with our right leg, feeling that stretch on the outside of our glutes and our thighs. Check your back leg, make sure it's parallel to the sides of your mat. Keeping the chest lifted, spine is long and tall and straight. Then just take a few minutes here to let your hips open and sink into the mat a little bit further with your breath. This is a really tight position for a lot of people, so just give yourself time to ease into this one. And if you're comfortable, you're welcome to come all the way down to your forearms, coming to sleeping pigeon. I'm going in a little bit deeper. Slowly pressing back up, coming up on the hands. Untuck the right leg, pressing back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky this time. And exhale, pigeon pose on this side. Again, you can kind of just check in with your body, move it around a little bit so you find that comfortable, good spot. Checking the back leg, making sure it's straight and it's aligned, trying to square the hips towards our mat. And then just breathing. It's all you have to do. Just let your muscles release. And if you feel you wish to do this, you can come all the way down to sleeping pigeon, or you can stay into the regular pigeon pose if you want to.
Perfect. Pressing back up once again. This time, instead of going back to downward facing dog, we're just gonna lean to the side and swing the right leg all the way around. Coming onto our sit bones. Momentarily just coming to the Tadasana. Flex the feet. Engage the quads. This might end up lifting up your heels. You can roll the shoulders up and back. Fingers facing towards me. Good. Keeping the right leg out straight. Let's bring the left foot into the right inner thigh, head to knee pose. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, start to hinge forward, moving forward with your chest and not the crown of your head. Again, taking some more time here. We're breathing more than 3 breaths for these last few ground movements. Just really settling in, giving our body permission to just release a little bit more fully. But still continuing to use our Ujjayi breath. Slowly start to walk up, switching sides. The left foot extends, right foot comes into the left inner thigh, squaring your hips towards your left leg. Broaden your collarbone. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, move forward with the chest on the left side. Slowly start to walk up the left side. Bring the legs back out in front to meet once again. We're going to take a moment and go into our fish pose. I really like this pose because it opens up the chest and opens up the throat. So if we have a lot of blockage in here, we're gonna get it all out. So let's bring our hands into a diamond shape, place it on the back of your sacrum, roll the shoulders up and back, take a big inhale. As you exhale, start to come backwards. We're gonna bring in the elbows in, so you're gonna land on your forearms. You can point the toes out, release the head and the neck, and open up the throat and the chest. Slowly start to press back up using your hands. Take a big inhale, bring the arms up overhead, flex the feet. As you exhale, forward fold down. You can even bring the hands out by the side. Remembering it's not as far as you can reach, but as far as you can reach with keeping your spine straight and long the entire time. So find a drishti, a focal point, perhaps your big toe, maybe even beyond that. As you start to inhale and exhale, maybe walk your hands a few centimeters further. Knowing that doing these forward folds actually calms our nervous system down. Kind of getting us into a relaxed state, prepared for sleep. Start to walk your hands back. This time we're gonna bring our feet to meet. You can peel your feet open as if you're reading a book, or you can just keep them together. We're gonna try to draw the knees down to the mat as far as they can go. You can even place a blanket under each knee if you wish, if that's more comfortable for you. Just hold here for a few breaths. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. You can bring the chin to the chest too if you wish, open up the back of the neck.
can even roll one side of your head to the other side of your shoulders. Good. Coming back into a neutral spine. Bring the right leg out, followed by the left. Take a big inhale. We're going to go into a seated straddle forward fold. As you exhale, start to walk the hands out in front of you. Again, with the same idea, with keeping a long spine, a broad chest. And using your exhale just to sink a little bit deeper each time. Start to bring your hands back up, bringing the legs back into the center. Bring your knees into your chest, and just rolling over on your back. Now we're gonna release the left leg out, right knee is into the chest. I do this in every yoga class because I have a lot of back issues and it's really good for helping release your lower back. So let's bring our right knee across the body. As you reach for the right side, so we're getting this twisting motion here. Twisting is good for us. It's gonna help us release toxins in our body, help massage our internal organs. We're gonna use your exhale to try to release the shoulder down that I'm sure is lifted up. And also release the right leg a little bit closer to the ground. Slowly start to rotate your legs back into the center, switching sides. Right leg extends, left knees into your chest. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left leg over across the body, reaching for the opposite side. Again, using your breath to release some of that tightness that you feel. Again, probably in our shoulders, a little bit in our back, our hip. Just breathing in, creating space with our breath. Slowly bringing your knees back into the center. Planting both feet down. Bring your hands out to the T, and then just windshield wiping your legs back and forth, right to left, releasing our lower back lift a little bit more. We can even bring the knees into our chest, just kind of circle it around, left to right, right to left. Whatever feels good. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest and tighten every muscle in your body, lifting your shoulder blades up, coming into a tiny little ball. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, begin to release your body into our final pose, Shavasana. Releasing our legs down. You can let your feet fall to the side. And along with your hands, or you can place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Just to really start to connect deeper to your breathing. Now, before we drift off, we always like to do a body scan at the end of the class, like we did in the beginning. This time, as we scan down and we feel that our body has any pain or any tension in it, we're going to use our breath to release it. With each breath, we let go and we let the pains begin to dissipate. That could be emotional pain, it could be physical pain. But whatever it is, you just let it go with your breath. And give yourself the next couple minutes to just be. Whenever you're ready, start to bring awareness back into your space, back into your surroundings, hearing any noises, feeling the temperature, picking up on smells, feeling your body against the ground. Start to bring awareness back into your body, wiggling your fingers, your toes. You can roll out your wrists, your ankles. Even take a nice deep stretch here. And then slowly roll over to the right side of your body, placing your hand on your right bicep. Just holding here for a couple of breaths. Using your hands, slowly press back up to Sukhasana, easy seating pose. And you can either bring your hands down to your knees if you wish to have a little more grounding today, or flip the palms up if you need a little bit more receptivity. We're going to finish off with a little breathing technique just to really, truly get us calmed and ready for bed and relaxed for the end of the night. So I'm going to count to 5, and you're going to inhale with me on the count of 5. And then you're going to exhale the count of 5. And then you're going to hold for the count of 5. We're going to do 5 rounds of these. So starting now, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just go back to your normal breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Let's bring the arms up overhead, bringing our hands to touch and bringing our hands right in front of our heart. Taking this moment to give yourself gratitude and to give gratitude to the people around you who accept you to do this practice. And know that it's truly nourishing your body and your mind every time you show up to your mat. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening, and thank you for coming. Namaste.